Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abigail if you're new. Um Things have been a bit hard lately. Um Last night was kind of a struggle. If you're new to my channel, I it's kind of a long story, but basically I was born with a rare birth defect called congenital diaphragmatic hernia. Some of my insides were in the wrong spot when I was born. I had emergency surgery as a baby to put them in their right spot. Survived all of that. I do have developmental delays. And then I also have a lot of different kinds of health issues. So I recently went to the heart doctor because I have been having some episodes where I feel like I'm going to faint. And it feels like my heart is racing. And I got diagnosed with Palpitations, I think is how you say that. It's Palpitations. And then tachycardia. So my actual heart is fine. If you don't know what those words mean, one of those words mean like rapid heart rate, and like where my heart like kicks into high gear and like works more than it needs to. And then the other word means I went blank for a second. The other word means like fainting feeling. So they put me on some medication for it. There's kind of a long story on that. I was on the medication before, but then they decided to take me off and do a heart monitor for 2 weeks. We did the heart monitor for 2 weeks with this whole big deal. I had to like send it back to the company and everything. And then after all that, I did get my results yesterday and got diagnosed with Palpitations and tachycardia. So, they put me back on the meds, and this is day 2 of being back on the medication, and so far it hasn't helped. I still feel the same, but I do go to my regular doctor again. I think it might be tomorrow, or at least in the next couple of days, so she can look at my chart and see what needs to be done. Because even though she's not a heart doctor, she knows a lot about like medications and things like that. And if she needs to prescribe me something else, she can do that. So this whole issue has been really scary because I feel like it's kind of taken away my independence in a way. Yesterday, I had to stay home from church because I was really struggling. I kept on having this like fainting feeling. Turns out that my mom stayed home as well. So me and my mom and my little brother all stayed home because we didn't think they were having like children's stuff last night. So anyways, me, my little brother, my mom stayed home, and I decided that I was going to take a shower. And right after I got out of the shower, I had a really bad moment. Normally right before bed, I'm the one that puts my pump on the charger, and I'm very independent with my feeding tube. I have had it since April, so I know how to work it really good and all of that. Whenever I got back to my room to do all those things, I felt like I couldn't do anything. I went to my room. Well, first I actually told my mom, I was like, hey, I don't think I can set up my pump tonight because I'm just really struggling. So my mom stayed up so that she could put my pump on the charger and set it all up for me because I was really struggling. And then I hurried and got ready for bed, and then I tried to get in bed as fast as possible. Just because like I didn't want everybody to like be asleep and then I like have a medical episode or anything like that. So fast forward to this morning, I get up and I feel kind of and so I hadn't taken my meds yet because it's part of my routine. And so I get up and I kind of like felt it. I was like, oh no. So I made sure that my older brother was up because my dad wasn't home at the time. And I made sure that he was up to listen for me if anything were to happen. And thankfully he was up and he listened for me and everything was fine. But whenever I have those moments, it's definitely difficult because it really kind of takes away your independence in some ways, because like you never know, like if I stand for this long, am I gonna feel like I'm gonna have a moment? And it, like I've said, even though I haven't technically like went all the way out and fainted, just having that feeling is scary, because you just don't know. So I'm really curious to what my regular doctor is going to say. I will keep y'all updated and all of that. But people have been really supportive, have helped in any way that they can, and I'm just very, very thankful to have such a amazing support system, not just on YouTube, but also my friends and my family are really supportive, and I'm very thankful for that. So, anyways, that's kind of the update for today. I'm not really sure if the doctor is gonna be like, well, it's only been like 2 days since you've been on your meds. Let's wait and see if it helps, like being on there for like a week, or if she's going to say, yeah, let's up the dose. But I'll let you know what she says. This has all been a very big learning experience for me. So it's definitely been interesting. So, anyways, thank you all for following along on my journey as I share my life. Being able to post these videos and talk about this really does help. And I'm glad that I have this this channel to be able to do that on, not just to be able to help me to be able to talk about what I'm going through, but also be able to help other people that have special needs or similar diagnoses not feel so alone. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so be sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I will see y'all next time. Bye everyone.